welcome back to my channel and welcome to the monthly Disney haul. Though I have to apologise, it's not been a monthly Disney haul. This is everything I bought throughout March and halfway through April. So it's a big one naturally because things have piled up that length of time. Because it has been so long as well, I might have left things, like, you know how sometimes when you come home from shopping you pull stuff out and you put it away. I might have done that, but I try really hard not to with my Disney hauls. I try to keep everything with their original tags and their bags. So without further ado, first thing I'm going to show you, unfortunately, it's not in its original bag, it doesn't have its original tags because I bought it for swimming. So I didn't want to buy it for it to sit at the bottom of my bed for a month and a half and I couldn't use it, so I used it straight away. But this is it, this is my swim bag. I just got it from the Disney store online, so it's Ariel. I'm not actually too sure what it looks like, so I could describe what it looks like, what I imagine it to be. Sometimes what I imagine things to be are right, but sometimes are wrong. But this bottom bit feels like this is the print bit, and I've always imagined the handles and the kind of rope style straps at the back to be yellow, but I could be wrong. But it's Ariel, so you know it's going to be like a green general colour, and I thought that would be perfect for swimming. It is in the kids section, kind of hate it. Not a swim bag, I just hate it when you go to a Disney store and you find something really cute like this and it's like perfect for your little ones, and it's like, why can't, is there like a rule that adults can't use it as well? So yeah, really cute. And to go with my Ariel bag, this is going to be a pain in the backside because it's all squished up. I got a towel for swimming, and if you can guess, there's no way I'm going to get this all in frame, but I'll do my best. It is an Ariel towel. So like I said, there's no way I'm going to get it in frame. It could be upside down, but there's a general gist of the towel. I'm just kind of scrunching it up so you can see it a bit better. If I stand up just a bit, there's just stuff in my lap. If I stand up, so if you really aren't getting a good look at it at all, I know it's a very bright and colourful towel, totally my style. It's got Ariel on it, but it's Ariel kind of down to her belly button, so you don't actually see her tail, which is a bit sucky because I love buying things where you actually see her tail on it. But Disney Store, they do this thing a lot where they either have merchandise as Ariel in human form, or when she's in mermaid form you don't actually see her tail, and I'm just like, I want more of Ariel's tail. But yeah, she's on there. She has a starfish held up to her. I kind of like a telescope, and I think Sebastian is on the towel as well. I don't know about Flounder, but I know Sebastian's there, and there's some general starfish and seahorses and whatnot. So a very beachy towel. I think it is a beach towel. So that is my swimming gear. Very apt, Ariel swimming. The next two things I have, one of them is down the stairs. I have no idea where it is. I watched it last week, so I don't know what it is, but I can tell you about it. I bought 2 DVDs because Disney Store have a promotion on just now. It's buy 2 DVDs for £12. So I'm trying to, you know, grow my Disney DVD collection. So I bought Wreck-It Ralph, which is down the stairs, and I bought Hercules as well. I'm hoping this is the right way. There's a label here, and then there's a label on the back. So I'll show you the back as well, just in case. And this way, because I don't know what way's right. Oh wait, that's the box there, so you'd think it'd be this way, I'm guessing. But yeah, Hercules and Wreck-It Ralph, they're movies I didn't actually see as a child. I watched quite recently, and I wanted them in my collection. I only buy Disney DVDs I actually like I'm not one of these people who'll buy a Disney DVD, they don't like it just to have it in their collection. So, love those films. If you guys don't know, Disney and the Oh My Disney range has a new range to the range, lots of ranges, and it is Ariel. Well, I don't know what the official name of it is. I think they're bringing Ariel in obviously because it's a summer, and when you think of Ariel it's the summer and sunny. Anyway, there's a whole load of new stuff in that range. There's clothes, there's cups, there's like lilos and floats for a swimming pool. Love the idea, but I live in Scotland. I would probably get to use them once if I was lucky, unless I was going a foreign country, which I'm not this year. But who could say no to this cup? So this is like one of my funky sippy cups, I call them. And it literally is in the shape of flounder. So the bottom bit, I'm going by feeling it. I haven't had the bottom bit described to me, but I'm guessing the bottom bit's like his tail or something, and then you've got his blue fin up here, his two blue fins at the side, and then the face is actually the top bit of the cup, and then from his mouth there's a straw protruding, but it's not like a straight straw, it's a curly straw. It's got, like, the best way I can describe it is it's got two upside down loops like in a roller coaster. When I seen this, I instantly thought of pina coladas in summer, and it was really cute. And how you open it up is, I think you just kind of take his cheek and his mouth, his front bit of his face, I think, because you can feel the line. Here we go. You just take the front bit of his face off. That doesn't sound grotesque at all. But yeah, it feels really weird and really complicated to use, but it's not. It's just a really cute novelty cup. When I first seen this, I wasn't going to buy it because I was kind of like, that's too novelty for me, that's too OTT. Because I like Disney stuff, but not like, this is mental, this cup. But one of the cast members in the Disney store came up to me, and he was the last one in the store. And he came up to me and he said, oh, these have been selling out like wildfire, people are going crazy for them. He says, you hold on to that and don't let it go because they're like gold dust. So when he said that to me, the collector in me was kind of like, oh, it's the last one and everyone wants them. I need it! So I have one of the funky flounder cups. There's a very Ariel theme going on in my haul. I promise you that was not what I planned. Also from the Oh My Disney Ariel range, which is what I set out to get, are the leggings! So if you can't see them and you're visually impaired, I'll describe them to you. It has been a while since somebody described these to me, so sorry if I get it slightly wrong. But the material, it's kind of like the material of leggings you would get if you were working out. I'm not one of these people who... I will wear these leggings regardless if they're supposed to be workout leggings. I think these leggings are too nice to go to the gym and get all sweaty. So even if that is what they're for, I'm going to wear them as fashion leggings. So I think the bottom is either purple or green, one or the other. And then when it goes up into the top at the waistband, that's when it changes to the other colour. So it's a kind of ombre effect. So the bottom's either purple or green, or the top's purple or green, but it switches to an ombre effect, and all the way through the leggings you can feel it if you're like blind or visually impaired. It's a kind of scale effect to look like a shimmery mermaid tail, and they do look quite shimmery as well when the sun shines on them. So yeah, it's purple and green because that's Ariel's colours. Totally to die for, cute. They're only at certain Disney stores. I don't know which ones, but I went to the St Enoch's Glasgow one and they were definitely in. Leggings, there was still quite a few pairs of leggings, so don't worry about these bad guys selling out. I think a lot of people are intimidated by them because they are so bold colours. My mum says it looks as if something somebody in a pantomime would wear, but that's just me. That's just the kind of thing I am, the kind of person I am. There is a top that goes with those leggings. It is just a grey kind of vest top, and it says on it, "Don't be a guppy," and it's got like some seaweed, and I think it's got some starfish or some shells on it. The only reason I didn't buy it is because it's grey, and I just feel that Disney Store and Prima or bring out a lot of grey based tops, and I have a lot of grey based tops in my wardrobe, and I made a vow to myself that no matter how much I wanted a Disney top, if it was grey I wasn't going to buy it. So I got a different top, a white off the shoulder blouse from H&M to go with those leggings. The next top I have to show you is actually from Primark, and it is adorable. It is just a white t-shirt with Stitch on it, and Stitch's ears, if I can feel them, I think it's his ears. Oh, I can't feel it now. Wait a minute. I need to put it on my lap. Yes, his ears, it's because they're over here. Stitch's ears are actually furry. So the whole top itself is just your usual kind of print material except the ears. Now for somebody being blind or visually impaired, that's very satisfying. It's a very tactile top. I have been looking for a Stitch top for a really, really long time. I love Stitch. He's very close to my heart for personal reasons. And I just wanted a plain top with Stitch on it. Primark did have a top with Stitch on it at one point. It was a jumper, but it was grey, and I just told you why I don't buy grey stuff. So I was really happy because this is just a plain white t-shirt. So this is the kind of stuff you would wear in like the Disney parks or lounging around the house or whatever. But I am so excited I own this top. It is adorable, and my mum treated me to it as part of my birthday, so thank you Mum. Stitch will be well worn and well loved. Next top I have is again from Primark. You can't actually get it anymore. I actually got it when it was on sale. It was like £3, which is amazing. Love Primark. So because it was on sale, there was only a few left. You probably can't get it anymore. But it is this black top, and it has down the front in sparkly gold writing. I can't remember the exact words, but it's along the lines of, "This isn't sweat, it's pixie dust." And this t-shirt goes along with the Tinkerbell workout leggings that I showed you in a few vlogs, sorry, a few hauls back. I just knew there was a matching top to go with the leggings, and I really, really wanted to get it. I thought the top was actually more of a kind of sports bra type top. I didn't think it was a t-shirt, so when I found out it was a t-shirt I was kind of like, oh, you know what, it doesn't matter, because even if I wasn't wearing this working out, I could still wear it around the house. It is really nice, and it also has like kind of faint white lines in the background to it, but they don't go straight across the top. They kind of go halfway across the top and stop and trail off, or 3/4 of the way. So it's kind of like little, as if somebody's taken a pen and just scratched across it meaninglessly but not drawn it all the way along. So I quite like that, definitely, and I love it how it's gold and sparkly. If you were to wear this running and it was a sunny day, drivers would see you. And the last piece of clothing I have is this pink t-shirt from the Disney Store. It has Cinderella's slipper on it. It's baby pink, and again, I can't remember the exact wording, but it says on it something similar to, "You can't command me to stop dreaming," or "You can't tell me to stop dreaming." It's something along those lines, and I can't remember, I think the writing is in white. So and feeling it now, I could be wrong, it could just be the texture of the writing. I think it is. I was going to say it feels sparkly, but I think it's just the roughness of the writing. This is still in stores. I went to the Glasgow Fort Disney Store on Tuesday. I'm filming this on Saturday, and it was still there. It was actually on sale. I got this for £16. I think they were selling it for like £10. But that might be because the Glasgow Fort Disney store is a pop-up store and I think it's closing down at the end of this month. I usually ask them in the Disney store and I get to talk to them, but when I went in on Tuesday they were either busy, which I highly doubt because the shop was empty, or the people that were working were just not in a very I want to come up to you and have a good Disney gab with you, because they weren't very approachable, which is strange because every other time I've been in that shop they've been very friendly and approachable. The last two things I have to show you are mugs. And I know you're probably thinking, mugs, do you really need any more mugs, Ray? Yes, I do. Because all the mugs I bought away back in February, if you want to watch that Disney haul, are decorative mugs, so I can't actually drink out of them. So my drinking Disney mug collection has not changed, and I thought, that needs to change. The first mug I got is from the Mini Roxadots collection. Now I don't think you can get this in stores anymore. It wasn't in store in the Glasgow Fort one, but again that might be because it's closing down. I haven't been to the St Enix Disney store since March, so I have no idea. But what drew me to this mug was I'd say it's a very grown-up, sophisticated adult mug. You can just imagine, you know, owning your own business and sitting in an office and big skyscrapers looking out the window and it's sunny and taking a sip of your coffee after stressing over all the things you've got to do. Yeah, that's exactly all the images I got when my mum described this mug to me. So it's a plain black mug, but there's a kind of 3D red bow on the front. I say it's 3D, it's tactile. If you were blind you'd be able to distinctively feel the bow. Now this is where it gets tricky. The inside of the cup, I know it has Minnie's signature inside the cup. I don't know if the inside of the cup is red and it's got polka dots, but somewhere on the cup it's got polka dots. But I think on the outside it's just plain matte black with the red bow. Very simple, very grown up, very sophisticated. Even though this cup will probably just have tea in it, I don't know why, but it strikes me as the perfect office coffee mug. Oh, it's me luck. And the last mug I have is a Lilo and Stitch mug, because I've been really into Stitch right now. So I don't know what you want to officially call this. I'm going to call this the Animators mug, but that might not be the official name, so please don't go into Google and type that in and then not see this. But basically what it is on one side of the mug, I don't know if I'm showing it right, but on one side of the mug you have the fully finished and drawn Lilo and Stitch. And as you work your way around the mug, the drawings get less and less detailed till you come to this side of the mug and it's literally like just the outline of the drawings. So basically the whole mug kind of shows how Lilo and Stitch start off as a drawing to the characters that we know them as today. There's several different versions of this mug. When I went to the St Enix store there was a Mickey and Pluto one, which I nearly got, and there was a Bambi and Thumper one, which I nearly got. The reason I got Lilo and Stitch is because the inside of it is blue, the handle of it's blue, and in the bottom of the mug, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of ridgy and bumpy feeling, but I think the bottom of the mug is like, it's a purpley blue. So when I say it's blue, it's like a purpley blue. The Thumper and Bambi one was orange and the Mickey and Pluto one was red. I have already got a Mickey Mouse cup, so the reason I got Lilo and Stitch is because I wanted to get a mug of characters I don't have. I don't own a Lilo and Stitch mug. I do own 2 mini mugs and a Mickey Simpson mug. So that's what made me not want Mickey and Pluto, even though I was like, I don't have a Pluto mug, but I do have a Mickey mug. And the reason why I didn't get Bambi and Thumper is just because orange isn't my favourite colour. But you guys all know I love blue. I love blue, love Lilo and Stitch. It was a no-brainer. And also why I got this mug, because it is quite an adulty mug. It's like an art. It's art on the mug, which I love. But and if you guys know what I'm talking about and you know where I can buy it, please tell me down below, because I'm desperate. Nearly a year ago, because it was before I went to see Disney on Ice, they had this exact same style of mug, but it was red, and instead of it being Lilo and Stitch, it was 101 Dalmatians. So you had Pongo and Purdy and one of the puppies, and all the way around it was the drawings of them. I love 101 Dalmatians. I'm 101 Dalmatians crazy. I don't know why I didn't buy that mug that day. I must have been in a funny mood, and I totally regret it, because ever since I can't find it. I've been in every single Disney store. I've even asked cast members and they're like, oh, maybe look online. I looked online. No, it's not there anymore, and I'm devastated. But at least I've got the Lilo and Stitch one. I will say, if there's a mug you see in the Disney store and your heart soars when you see it, just pick it up and buy it, because it might be there next month or the month after, but it's not going to be there in 6 months' time. It's the good thing and the bad thing about Disney mugs. They're good for the collector sense, because they're only out for a couple of months and then you never ever see them again. But it's bad in that sense, like if you want to collect the whole collection, you need to be fast, otherwise you'll never get them. And as tradition, every time I go to Prima, I always pick up Naked Bars or Naked Nibbles. Now, it's been so long since I went to Primark. Like I said, I think that was back in March. I can't actually remember what flavour of Naked Bars these are, but they're both the same kind. I want to say carrot cake, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that is everything for this Disney haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. You're probably noticing right off the bat I never showed you a March Mickey Memories plush or an April. Don't even get me started. Everyone's probably in the same boat. It's horrible. So I don't have an April one, because I was never going to buy the April one, because it's just a plain brown one, and I'm not being a mad collector about it. I don't want to buy every single one in the collection. I'm only buying the ones that I actually like. So because it was so boring sounding, I thought I'll save myself £25. I won't buy the April one. But the March one, I really wanted the March one, because March is my birthday month, and the March Mickey Memories plush just sounded really cute. He was like red and blue, and because it was the 1930s, it was kind of like diner style. Really wanted that one. No. I get my plushies online, because our nearest Disney store is an hour away, and you know, I would have to get up at like 6 in the morning, and my mum loves me, but not that much. So we ordered them online, and I set my alarm for for 9:45, so that me and mum can be down there before we've even had our morning tea or coffee, ordering it. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. But for some reason, they released the March collection an hour early, so they released it at 8 AM instead of 9. So when I went down at 9, they were all completely sold out. And I was horrified, and I called, because my brother was going into Glasgow that day, and I said to him, hey, if I call at the Disney store and I reserve a plush, can you pick it up? And he's like, oh, you won't get it for another 2 weeks. I don't care, the fact that I've got one, that's all that matters. I called them up, and you can't reserve Mickey Memory plushies anymore. It's like first come first serve. You have to come in store, you can't reserve them, it's one per family. They're really tightening down the rules, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should go and look it up. People are going on eBay and buying like 10 Mickey Memories plushies and then selling them on eBay for like £200 a Mickey, which is disgusting. I don't know how these people sleep at night. They are horrible people, horrible. They let people like myself and other Disney YouTubers, or just Disney lovers in general, not get a shot. So I didn't get the March Mickey Memory plush, and I didn't want to get the one in April. The one in May, I really want the one in May. Like, I want the one in May even more than I wanted the one in March. The one in May is pastel pink and blue. Can you see why I want it so badly? Pastel pink and blue, hello, my two favourite colours. And apparently it's pastel pink and blue because it's the 1950s, and I think it's her name. I was talking to a cast member and he said a woman named Mary Bell was a designer in Disneyland Paris, and she did a lot of the designing. I think she designed Cinderella or something like that. That's why there's the pastel blue there, and it's also the anniversary or the birthday of Aurora, and that's why it's the pastel pink. So it's kind of like a Princess Mickey Memories plush. I'm so excited. I know they said after June they're going to get a lot more stock in, but that's not going to help me for me. And I'm going to be on holiday when it's released. So if that means I'm going to have to set my alarm for 7 AM so that I can get one of these plushies, you bet I will, because I want the May one more than I've ever wanted anyone in the collection so far. Anyway, rambled enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Will there be one in May? Don't know, we'll see. But I'll touch you guys in another video. Bye guys!